Yo, what up? It's your boy.
You're not
Victor
a boy.
Kwan. It's your guy. It's the one, Victor Kwan.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, Alexa, what did we just watch?
We just watched The Foreigner with Jackie Chan.
Yep.
I had no idea what this movie was about.
Hey, how did you not know what the movie
I
was
really
about?
didn't know. Like,
You
all I knew
didn't see
was
the trailer or anything?
All I knew was that it's Jackie Chan. I didn't know it was like Taken with Jackie
Kind
Chan.
of. It's not taken. It's just gone.
Gone.
Well, because it's like
Which one's gone?
no, not the movie. She wasn't taken. She was just
Yeah.
killed.
I'm pretty sure that's Cho Chang
Okay.
from Harry Potter.
Right. Wow.
That was
She
great.
really moved up in the world.
I know. So sad.
I know.
That was great.
Hollywood, cast some Asians, please.
It was just hard. It's kind of hard to follow because I don't know what they're saying.
It's true. There's a lot of accents all over the place.
And it's,
Jackie Chan's accent, then you have the Irish accents.
yeah. Pierce Brosnan.
Really, there's a lot of thick Irish accents in there.
Yeah.
Pierce Brosnan, I have to say, he did a good job. Like, I'm
Yeah.
surprised because there was a point in time where I really didn't like Pierce Brosnan because he was
and James Bond.
well, not just James Bond. I think it was after James Bond where it's like.
Oh, he in? He was in have you watched Evelyn? That's
No.
a sad one.
No.
He was in Mamma Mia. That's a good one.
Well, I'm just saying that he just never really had any depth. He always just played like the British guy who's like, really posh and highbrow, and he has that posh British accent, and just the same character all the time. So it's interesting to see him play like a guy who has he's an Irish character, and it was the movie was good. There were a lot of things where I was like, is that realistic, or could that really happen? For example, well, anyway, can you give us a synopsis, Alexa?
So,
For those that probably are in the same boat as you and do not know anything about this movie.
Jackie Chan lives in London, and his daughter is one of the victims of a terrorist attack. It got pretty real, like we hear about bombings and so in London or wherever, like terrorist attacks of things. So that's interesting. Like, this all takes place in like England, Ireland. So that's interesting. And then Jackie Chan's just a badass that like he will. I get it. Well, I don't get it, but like he has nothing to lose. Like he's a badass, and he's been through things and knows some things, and he's like, my wife and my kids are dead, so like if I'ma just go ham and fuck some shit up.
Well, he's an old school badass, is what it is, and it's kind of weird because he's very naive at first.
Yeah, I think I like that we're kind of in the perspective of Pierce Brosnan, sort of, where it's like we're kind of figuring out that this guy that he knows things and he can do things.
Yeah, and his past unravels as the narrative continues, which is
great.
And he has a sad backstory too, where he was like trained in some type of special forces. I'm not sure if they clarified what type of special forces, but like he escaped Vietnam, I think, during the Vietnam War or something like that. I don't know.
In this story, it works. Like, it makes sense. Like, nothing. I felt like they weren't like trying too hard with anything. Like, it works. It made sense for me.
Yeah, there's just a few things that's just really hard for me to get past, was because for one, like would a guy like Jackie Chan, an old Asian man who owns a restaurant and hasn't really done any he's been out of touch with his special forces work since the 80s, and would he know to break a SIM card from a phone.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
They didn't have cell phones back then.
So, like, I mean, I think he would know. He would know a thing or two.
I don't know.
I don't see why not.
Maybe. If he watched a lot of movies, maybe.
It's Jackie Chan. He can live his life, Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
He's great. Bless him.
And let's see what else. I guess also things like how what I thought was the most fascinating part about the film is how he would like make bootleg bombs.
That was dope.
Yeah, when he made a bomb out of like grocery items,
amazing.
which I'm still not quite sure I understand how that thing would explode.
It's
soda?
Science.
Was it soda or was it
science.
alcohol? I'm not sure. But yeah, I guess science.
I think that's dope.
Yeah, it's hard seeing like an old guy like Jackie Chan get injured because he looks really old. He looks his age. I'm sure he's much older than even this character if you think about it. I don't know, but he looked really old and really tired, and when you would see him get like cut or blown up or something like that, it makes you wonder like when this kill your average old Asian guy.
Nope.
Anyway,
be strong.
Well, I apparently it's based off of a book called The Chinaman, which for obvious reasons they changed the title for the movie. But it was a very interesting narrative that they pulled off. It wasn't unpredictable because I mean, like, the ending kind of was the ending you were expecting. It's just the way that it unfolds is where it gets
threw in
interesting.
some weird stuff. Like bootleg Jon Snow getting with the dude's wife. I was like, ugh, that's your aunt. That's gross. No,
well, but
thank you.
not on his side though.
Ugh,
Not on his side.
That's not no thank you. No thank you. Freaking craziness.
Well, so it's very similar to Taken, like you mentioned, but Taken became a franchise. Do you see franchise potential?
No.
Really? I think I could.
I
would be down to see.
I mean, like, there's.
I would be down to see The Foreigner 2.
I feel like they would just mess this up. Like they would, if they were to do a second one, like there would be there would be so much criticism, and like this would just.
Okay, well, here's minor plot point spoiler here. So, Pierce Brosnan's character looks into Jackie Chan's file from the United States, and it talks about how his daughters were killed by when they were trying to escape Vietnam.
Pirates.
They were killed by Thai pirates, and it said something like believed to be deceased. So I don't know. Do you think that maybe if he were to get that, there was also at the end okay, fine, full blown spoiler at this point. The commander.
Always have spoilers.
Not all of them, but anyway, the commander of the British forces or whatever. I don't know what type of are they MI5? I don't know, but he said something like, "We owe this guy something." So would that mean that maybe they would give him intel?
I
don't know.
They owe they'll just leave him alone. They're not.
That's true.
He already took,
I agree.
He took care of business himself.
I'm just saying hypothetically, if there was franchise potential, what could they milk a number 2 out of it? I honestly would see it if. And I think it's a shame that the daughter had to die. She had such a small role for a Harry Potter alum.
I'm not sure if it's her.
I'm gonna believe you that it's her.
Okay. Well.
Anyway, how many out of 5? Out of 10. How many makeshift bombs out of 10 would you give this film, Alexa?
I give it like a 9.
Wow. Really? You like this movie that much, huh?
I like it. 8.7.
That's fine. You can give it a 9.
Okay.
All right. Do you want to say anything else about it?
I mean, I'm more down. I was more down. My general viewing experience of this movie was better than the previous experience that we had.
Yeah, it's true, but we're also in a better mental state at this point.
Well, I don't know about that because you just broke my cell phone stand.
Your cell phone stand was crap, all right? So let's just be real.
It was working for me this whole time until you broke it. So
you got me there, but it's an inevitable type of thing, all right?
I guess.
It was inevitable. It was weakened at this point.
I guess so.
Anyway, 8 for me. 8 miniature explosions. That woodsy stuff was a little strange. Like it's just him kind of it almost played like a thriller. You know, like we have this guy who's camping outside this guy's house and he's like killing and picking people off and he could attack at any time, but it actually came off really cool the way Jackie Chan was setting up some of these picks, you know. So anyway, all right, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Go ahead. You can follow me on Instagram, on Twitter at Victor_Kwan, Instagram Victor_Kwan. Yeah, all right guys.